Hi, welcome back to the channel. This video is the second of a three-part series of my mitre station build. In the first part, we built the main table of the mitre station, and then the second part, we're just going to focus on building the cabinets. So without wasting much time, let's head over to the shop to build the cabinets. Finally, we are in the garage. Let's get straight to the build. I'm excited. To build the cabinet for the mitre station, we need to construct some carcasses, drawers, drawer faces, and cabinet doors. To get started, I first break down 3/4-inch plywood using my track saw off camera. Then cut everything to its final dimension on the table saw. With all the 3/4-inch plywood cut to size, I drill some pocket holes into the bottom component so I can attach the side pieces. With the drilling out of the way, I assemble the carcasses using pocket holes. Did I mention that these are all made out of 3/4-inch plywood? Also, if you are curious about the dimension of the components, there is a free plan in the video description. Go check it out. I built 3 carcasses for this mitre station, but to save time, I only show one on camera. And just like that, the carcasses are almost complete. With the carcasses constructed and out of the way, I turn my attention to building the drawer boxes. You know the drill by now. First, I break down some 1/2-inch plywood, then I cut them to size on the table saw. And then I do some much needed pocket holes, and finally I put the boxes together using some pocket screws. We are almost done making the drawer boxes. The only thing left is the bottom, which I cut from a 1/4-inch plywood. So I go ahead and cut all the parts I need for the drawer bottoms, plus the pieces to enclose the backs of the carcasses. Now that I have all the parts, I finish up by attaching the back panels of the carcasses with brad nails. Next, I apply some glue to the bottom of each drawer box, align the 1/4 plywood bottom and secure it with brad nails to keep it in place while the glue dries. The brad nails are just acting as clamps here. With the drawer boxes complete, it's time to install them in the carcasses using side mounts. Since this was my first time installing side mounts, I made the job harder than it needed to be, but I eventually got all the hardware and drawer boxes installed. When doing this, spaces are your best friend, so be sure to use them. Now comes the hard part, getting the carcasses into place under the mitre station. I have to admit, this took a bit of elbow grease. Once they were in place, I was so excited that I completely forgot to secure them to the table. I started installing the drawers only to realize, oh man, I needed to fasten these carcasses so they stop moving around. So I screwed them to the mitre table. Then got the drawers installed. But the drawers don't have faces yet. So next, I used a drawer handle installation jig, drilled some holes into the drawer faces and fastened them to the drawer boxes, leaving a 1/4-inch space around each face. To keep the spacing consistent, I used some spacers I 3D printed for this project. I followed the same process for all of the remaining drawer faces. To complete this cabinetry session, I had to install the cabinet doors. I used a Craig jig and some European style concealed hinges to help with this. First, I drilled the necessary holes into each cabinet door using the Craig jigs. Then, I installed the hinges and added the door handles before attaching the doors to the carcasses. Finally, I installed the cabinet doors to the carcasses. Getting into the tight spaces was quite uncomfortable, so if you know of an easy way to install cabinet doors, please tell me about it in the comment section down below. And just like that, the cabinets for the mitre station are complete. And that is a wrap on the second part of the mitre station build. In the next and final part, we are going to build some functional stop block. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this content so much, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button to support more contents like this. It helps the channel tremendously and it costs you nothing. Alright, until next time, bye for now.